Rowan's nickname.
Yum, yum,
How
yum,
cute is
yum.
that? Yum, yum, yum. Thank you, Victoria. And then you turned it into a Twitch handle. Oh my gosh, I love that. That's really cute. Trying to set up the kiddo with Minecraft. No, he cannot be playing Minecraft already. No, I simply cannot believe that. Thank you, Papier. And you love to cook and craft. I love that. What's your favorite thing to cook? Do you have like, okay, Pook, here's the thing, Pook, I'm coming over to your house for dinner tonight, and you have any ingredients that you would possibly need, so you don't have to run to the store, because I wouldn't want to inconvenience you like that. You have any ingredient you want to use, what would you make me? Play MC with us sometime. What's MC? What's MC, Araya? I need to know. 24/7. I cannot believe that Rowan is playing Minecraft. That just blows my mind. That actually blows my brain housing group right out of the water right there. Yep, still kind of sticky. MC Hammer. Do, 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 do. Oh, MC Minecraft. Okay, Minecraft. I had Minecraft on my Xbox. I don't know if I got a glitch or whatever it was, but Minecraft constantly was turning my Minecraft, oh, check the bread, was turning my Xbox off. It would actually physically like reboot it. No other game did that. So I'd reboot the Xbox, I'd go back in, I'd do another game, I had no problem. I would do a clean reboot again, I would start up Minecraft, and 3 or 4 minutes later, it would turn off my Xbox or reboot it. And I'm like, what the heck? Okay, we're just gonna set this. That's gonna be for our hot dogs. Oh, this is a beautiful color. We're making sure that that is coming out clean. And it is. Look at that. That is our banana bread. Oh, this smells so good. We're just gonna let this sit over here and cool. And then in about 5 minutes, I'm gonna take it out and let it continue to cool. And that will be for our dessert. I met Discord friend, oh, I love that. Okay. I would make homemade mac and cheese with leftover baked ham from our ham dimmer. Okay, those are those comfort food leftovers. That, the original meal was good and it was great, but comfort food, oh yeah. I love that. Well, you're in the right place here. We do different themes. I try to come up with a different theme each month. The theme for this month is John Hughes films, so we're celebrating with planes, trains, and automobiles. And I'm doing diner food. We're doing diner food. Oh, I need to weigh this. I still think this is a little too sticky. I wish they did the flour in grams. I wish they did the flour in grams. Oh, you guys, let's look at the answer. Nobody got the answer right. I thought for sure, and I put in, funny as I put in the A5 because I thought, people are probably going to think he was like right in the very beginning of the parking lot versus towards the back. Okay, so on this here, my poor phone just gets totally. Place the dough balls on. Okay, so once we are going to let these sit for 10 minutes. We're going to brush the buns with the egg wash. And the egg wash is going to be 1 tablespoon of water and 1 egg yolk. We're going to brush the top of the buns, and then we'll pop them into the oven. The secret to the meatballs is to cook them and simmer them in the sauce.
Okay, here's what I found.
No, stop talking to me. Why are you talking to me? I have you turned. I have her turned off. I am not amused. I am not amused. Oh, that was my maps. Where's my... Tell it like Julia. So now we're going to we're going to weigh out our lovely soft dough here, and we're going to divide this into our hot dog buns. And typically our hot dog buns are sold in packs of 8, just like hamburger buns. And we're going to measure them out so that they're quite even as soon as I can figure out what I've done with my scale here. And then we're going to let these rise for only about 10 minutes. And it's not so much just to let the dough rise, but rather to allow the gluten to relax a little bit, because these are hot dog buns. They should be soft, and as you bite into them, it's not like a hard baguette. We don't want to have to fight to enjoy our hot dogs. So let's see how much this actually weighs, and hopefully one of my delightful moderators can do some of that crazy math for me. It's always quite helpful to have them come in and do stuff. I'm going to need to know, let's check this here. We have approximately 850 grams, and oh my goodness, the bread is moving, so let's try to weigh this again. We have, yes, 850 grams, so I'm assuming that's about 112 grams each. If somebody could double check my math and take that and divide that by 8 for me, that would be most appreciated. And then we'll let these set for about 10 minutes, and we'll check our chili, and then we'll get ready to do our lovely hot dogs. I prefer them pan fried as opposed to boiling them. Oh my gosh, bon appetit! Hello, Space Coyote. Yeah, Pook, we did an entire theme for the month of August last year, all Julia Child. And I actually cosplayed her. I dressed up like Julia Child as well. Ooh, 106. Okay, Soren, props. 10 brownie points to you. 10 brownie points to you. Oh, okay, hang on, let's get on to our next question here. So mobile users, flip back to the app. We're going to do the next question in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Question number 5. What does Dell sell for a living? Remember, do not answer in the chat. You want to answer in the game itself. So let's do... Okay, I turned this thing off here. 106, there we go. Let's see where we're at on this one. That's 117. Ooh, that's 106 exactly. Good vibes up in here. Good vibes up in here. I know this one's gonna be way too big. Oh, heck yeah, that's way too big in there. That one's good. I have to roll these around in some flour because, man, they're still pretty. No, you clicked the wrong one. No, April, that's because you're supposed to be studying. You're supposed to be studying, April. That's gonna be too much too. Oh, that's 108. That's not too shabby. That's not too shabby at all. I'll take that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where are we at on that one? You guys want to know what this little scrap pile weighs? Anybody want to take a guess on how much the scrap pile weighs? Anybody want to guess it? Anybody want to guess it? It weighed 69. Can't believe I just said that. There's 103. Okay, I'll just keep that one. 9 ounces. No, I'm going by grams. I'm going by grams. I'm going to keep that one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that one's 106 exactly. Dang! Hello, explorers. How are you doing today? Are you having a good Sunday? That one is only 88. Excuse me. That one's way too big. All right. Let's see how this one's done. That's good enough. You know what? It's gonna do. it's gonna do. 69. Sounds like you're having a good time in the kitchen. Darth Maul, how are you doing today? Happy Sunday. So remember, these are our hot dog buns. I'm trying to get the seam down out of this. Taxes are boring, and yet it's one of two things guaranteed in life: death and taxes. Death and taxes are the only two things that are absolutely guaranteed in life. Okay, so these we're going to kind of roll out, and as you're rolling, you want to roll and kind of pull, because we got to get these about as long as the hot dog bun. Think about how long a hot dog is. And like I said, if these don't come out, we do have the cheap store-bought ones. I think I prefer death. No, don't say that, no. We don't need this here anymore, but we do need this. We're going to put these on here. Okay, you guys ready for the answer on this one? Okay, so what does Dell do for a living, or sell for a living? Shower curtain rings. Oh, some thought the fake watches. Nobody fell for my pencils. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you guys. Okay, so here's another one. Like I said, these are supposed to be, this is a recipe for hamburger buns, but I'm like, it's the same dough, hamburger buns or hot dog buns, right? I thought, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just give it a shot. Just kind of trying to blunt the ends a little bit. I don't want them all pointy. I'm going to move you over here. And if these have to touch a little bit, that's okay, because you think about them when they're in the package, you have to pull them apart, right? Everybody hates taxes. The oddest thing in the world to sell, I love when he sold them as earrings. Oh, that guy is so funny. That man is just talented. All right, you guys ready for the next question? I'm trying to get, this one just does not want to get even. This one wants to be really... Let's form it over here. All right, mobile users, get ready. We're going to do the next question. We're going to go into question number 6. Question number 6 in 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, Doozy, hello. Welcome on in. Hang on here real quick. Here comes question number 6. What brand of watch does Dell barter with? What brand of watch? Remember to answer on the screen. Don't type in the chat. Don't type in the chat. But Doozy, how are you doing today? Nice to see you. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Another Texan. There we go. We have a lot of people here from Texas. And I went to Texas back in November to visit several of other food and drink streamers. And that was a lot of fun. That was a good trip. I'm just kind of dusting these off to... I've never seen this movie. Oh, Kate, you've got to watch this movie. Kate, Kate, if you had to pick a favorite John Hughes movie, what would be your favorite John Hughes movie? A lot of people pick The Breakfast Club. In the Discord, a lot of people pick The Breakfast Club. For me, it is Planes, Trains, and Automobile and or Uncle Buck. So, okay, so you're Breakfast Club too. Breakfast Club is a great movie. It really is. I think it still holds true today, because I can walk into any high school and I can see that same angst. That same angst. Okay, we're going to move this one over just a little tiny bit to give me room for 2 more. You're from Ireland. Faith of Begorra. Faith of Begorra. One of my bucket list items is to go to Ireland. As a matter of fact, Texas Hulu was talking about this on his stream. He does enjoy a good Guinness. Guinness here in the States is not the same Guinness that you get if you go over to Ireland. And his bucket list is to go to Ireland and have a Guinness beer in a pub. And I'm like, that's on my list as well. So I'm like, we need to do this. Definitely. If I don't get top 3, I will hide in shame. That's okay, Araya. I have faith in you. I believe in you. Okay, so these are now going to rest for 10 minutes. Athena, can we do a 10-minute timer? They kind of look like breadsticks. Can we do a 10-minute timer? Okay, we're going to cover these up. This one still isn't very long, but I'm going to try and elongate this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, 10 minutes. I'm going to put these over here. These are not rising, so I'm not going to put them near the heat. We're just allowing them, we're allowing the gluten to catch its breath. And I've got flour on the floor, which makes it very, very slippery. So, whoops. Let me get my, oh, I just stepped right out of my shoe. See, you can see where I've been tracking the flour everywhere. Flour is extremely slippery. So food safety is not always just about eating food that's safe. It's also about being safe in the kitchen. So we're gonna sweep this over here, and I'll scoop that into the dustpan a little bit later. There we go. All right. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to wipe all this down. We're going to taste test our chili and see if it needs anything. I just found a show on Netflix, and I think there's only 3 seasons, and there's no need for them to have any more seasons of it. But it was such a charming show, and it's called Derry Girls, D-E-R-R-Y. If you guys have not seen it, it's about these young girls growing up in Ireland. And this is back in the 80s and 90s when there was some really bad stuff going on. But how they kind of dealt with everyday life, but it's funny. It's a comedy, and it's a pretty funny one to watch. I had to have subtitles because their accents are very thick. And when their accents are thick, and my brother-in-law, he had a cousin from Ireland, and he'd come over and visit. And I'm trying to remember what his name was, and this was many years ago. And Derek was sitting there, and he's trying to listen to him, trying to understand what he's saying. And Derek's like, he looks at me, he goes, "Do you understand anything he's saying?" I said, "Yes, but I have to watch him when he talks in order to understand what he was saying." "Oh, Gian, you never have to apologize for being quiet, ever, ever, ever. Ever, ever, ever. I know that, people watch the show. Sometimes they've got to step out because things are going on or whatever. That is totally okay. So make sure you always scrape up. Don't just think by wiping down your board that it's clean. This is all the stuff that sticks to your board. This is why these scrapers they're good for scooping up a bunch of stuff. But don't assume your board is clean just because you wiped off all the stuff. You can see how much that comes up, right? Keep it clean, keep it clean. Get rid of that there. All right, you guys ready to see the answer? So what brand of watch did Dell barter with? Most of you got it right, the Casio. Remember, it had like a built-in number pad? Oh, that was like the shiz right there. Bruno, welcome on in. I'm so glad you're here. He is an absolute treasure. He is an absolute treasure. He is such a delight to have come into this stream, and I love just going over there and hanging out in the stream. Oftentimes I'm sitting there and I'm like crocheting or like looking up a recipe or whatever, and I've always got him on, always got him listening. And I love, one of my favorite things is when he puts up the map up in the corner, and it's got the 2 lines, and they pinpoint the scammer exactly. It gives me goosebumps. Gives me goosebumps right there when you know that person and the people over there who are doing that. Nay, nay, shame, shame. Okay, so we're going to take our 1 tablespoon of water. We're going to take an egg yolk. So we're going to take our egg yolk, and this is going to make that nice glaze on top of the buns. You'll see that nice glaze. Now I'm not putting sesame seeds. So when you guys see this recipe posted, ooh, the yolk busted. Let's just get it in there. There we go. When you see this recipe posted, it calls for sesame seeds. That's if you want to make sesame seed hamburger buns, but you don't have to. That's optional. You have options. Okay, let's move you over here. Let's put all of this, stack it all together, and start filling you up. I did not fill up my sink with hot water today because I knew I was going to be dealing with big bowls. We got the big bowls. Casio, I know. Does that not take you back when you think Casio? love that darn thing. All right, I gotta get some cold water because I don't want to scramble this egg yolk. It's 1 egg yolk and about a tablespoon of water. And we're gonna brush this on top of the buns before we put them into the oven. My oven over there is preheated at 425 degrees, and I had to get that preheating at 10 o'clock this morning to make sure it was done right now. Oh, turkey, oh, well, how did I miss turkey streaming last night? He got a punishment he didn't want and traded it out for 2 DVD games for me next weekend. Oh, you know what? He's gonna wish he took that punishment, Kate. He is gonna wish he took that punishment. Oh, what was the punishment, Kate? What was it that he got for a punishment that he didn't want to do? I popped into his stream a couple nights back. I popped on over there, and he was talking about something in the game, and I was like, sounds an awful lot like whining to me. He goes, I'm not whining. I said, I can get Kate over here, and we can see what she has to say about whining. He goes, please don't invoke the Kate. League of Legends. Oh, yeah. Well, he might wish he played League of Legends. He might wish he played League of Legends. Let me get this. Oh, gosh darn it. You're supposed to be turned off. I didn't turn that off. All right, so this is our egg yolk and our water. It's like, I will invoke the Kate. I will invoke the Kate. Turkey is absolutely hysterical. Man, that guy is funny. Let's get our... I have to admit, though, I'm impressed with some of the speed runs that he does on some of those games. I mean, that is pretty darn cool. Wicklow is basically just a motorway between Dublin and South Leinster. It's like the second most neutral accents I've come across. Dread his voice when I pop in. He's like, hey, oh, hey, Kate, what's going to happen now? He is a sweetie, though. He really is. Don't tell him I said that, though.